Ireland has a deep-rooted passion for sports, especially traditional Irish sports like Gaelic football, or football as we call it, hurling and camogie. Each county in Ireland has its own GAA sports team, or GAA for short, which stands for the Gaelic Athletic Association, and these teams often bear distinctive nicknames that have some interesting origins. In today's video we're going to take a journey through the 32 counties of Ireland and explore these nicknames, along with the origin stories behind them. We'll also take a look at some of the other nicknames that are sometimes associated with the counties. So let's start our journey up at the top of the island in the province of Ulster in Donegal. Now Donegal boasts many nicknames, so let's go through a few of them. The county is sometimes known as O'Donnell's County, a reference to the dominant Irish clan of the Kingdom of Tyrone in medieval Ireland. You'll also spot the O'Donnell crest on the GAA jersey, and the nickname for the GAA team is Tyrconnell Men, a reference to the Gaelic kingdom. And Donegal, being a very hilly county, is also sometimes known as the Hills. And let's not forget one more, the Forgotten County. Now let's make our way over to Derry. Derry's nickname is the Oak Leaf County, or Oak Grove County. And again we see this featured on the coat of arms of the county, as well as on the GAA team crest. This is from the Irish word for Derry, Dura, which means oak or oak grove. Heading over to Antrim, we'll see how the team colours of a county play a part in the nickname. Antrim is known as the Saffron County, a direct reflection of the county's team colours. The Antrim team is also sometimes known as the Glensmen, a reference to the glens of Antrim. Now moving down to County Down, we'll see how the geography of a county plays a part in their nickname. With the majestic Mourne Mountains in the county is often known as the Mourne County, or the Kingdom of the Mourne, and the GAA team go by the Mourne Men. Now down hurlers are often known as the Ardsmen, because there's a strong hurling tradition on the Ards Peninsula. County Armagh is known for its apples, especially the Bramley apple. The county is then aptly known as the Orchard County. Armagh is also sometimes known as the Cathedral County, as it has two cathedrals, both called St. Patrick's Cathedral. In Tyrone we delve a bit more into the history of the area. Tyrone is known as the O'Neill County. This pays homage to the ancient O'Neill clan that once ruled the area. It is also known as the Red Hand County, or the Red Hands, which you can see on the GAA team crest, as well as on the O'Neill coat of arms. Fermanagh is known as Maguire's County, from the medieval lords that ruled the county. It is also known as the Lakeland County. Another nickname I've heard for Fermanagh is the Erne County, or the Ernsiders. We'll see a lot of that with the GAA teams. They're usually known by the actual rivers that are flowing through the counties. And then let's head over into County Monaghan. And with its rolling hills, ridges, valleys and landscape, it's earned its nickname as the Drumlin County. Monaghan is also affectionately known as the Farney County, a reference to the historic barony of Farney, which once comprised a significant portion of the county. I've also seen it referred to as the Oriel or the Oriel County, but it depends which side of the county you're from. I think the south side generally prefer Farney and the north prefer the Oriel. And finally, it's often referred to as the Lake County. Now we'll wrap up our journey in Ulster in Cavan, also known as the Breffni County. This nickname is a nod to the ancient Breffni clan that used to rule the area. It also shares some similarities with Monaghan because it's sometimes known as the Lake County because it has so many lakes. Now let's head into Leinster and to the smallest county in Ireland, County Louth. Now its size plays a big part in its nickname. It's known as the Wee County. Wee is small in Ireland, so the Wee County makes sense. Next we'll head over to Meath, known as the Royals. This nickname pays tribute to Meath's fascinating royal heritage. This goes back to the ancient days when the High Kings of Ireland held power in this historic county. Home of the All-Ireland final in Croke Park, let's go to Dublin. Now the county has a number of nicknames, but let's go through the GAA ones first. So they're known as the Dubs, which is simple enough, it's a shortened version of Dubliners. The Boys in Blue is also something that you'll hear roared from Hill 16. I've also seen they were called the Metropolitans at one stage. Now the county itself has other nicknames. The Pale is one which refers to the region around Dublin and other surrounding counties that was controlled by the English in the 15th century. And the final one that you'll hear is the Big Smoke, which is a common name for cities around the world. The smoke would have been from the factories, and it dates back to the Industrial Revolution. And the County Kildare's team were all white, so they're aptly known as the Lillywhites. The county is also known by the other nicknames like the Shortgrass County and the Thoroughbred County. As you might guess, horse racing is huge in Kildare. Wicklow is known as the Garden County. This is due to the beautiful countryside in County Wicklow. It also has some of the finest gardens in the country and the old estate houses like Paris Court. Now let's head over to Carlow, affectionately known as the Dolmen County. This is due to the Browns Hill dolmen that resides there. They're also sometimes referred to as the Barrowsiders, a nod to the River Barrow. And a weird one I've seen is the Scallion Eaters. Now I've never heard this one before, but apparently it's from the 19th century because Carlow grew the most onions in the province of Leinster. County Wexford is often called the Model County. This nickname originates from the progressive farming methods and model farms, but when it comes to GA, they're better known as the Yellow Bellies. This is from the county colours yellow and purple, but it also refers to a hurling match that Wexford played in Cornwall hundreds of years ago where they wore yellow sashes. Other names for the county include the Slaney Siders because of the river, the Strawberry Pickers, which I've seen, which kind of makes sense because anyone from Ireland knows that Wexford has the best strawberries. Now over to the hurling stronghold of Kilkenny. The Kilkenny team is known as the Cats. This apparently is from the fable about a pair of cats who fought each other so ferociously that only their tails remained at the end of the battle. It's an apt name for the ferocious, fierce hurling team of the county. In fairness, they hold the most All-Ireland championships in hurling. Other nicknames for the county include the Marble County and the Northsiders from the River Nore. County Laois is often referred to as the O'Moore's County. Again, this has a connection to the medieval lords of the county, the O'Moore family. County Offaly is known as the Faithful County, which you can see on the team crest, and apparently they got this name in the 1930s, having competed in hurling and football championships in the province without any success. So they got the name the Faithful County. But I've also seen that they're called the Faithful County because of the team colours, which are green, white and gold, which are the same as the Irish tricolour. So any faithfuls out there, please let me know which one is true. Westmeath shares its nickname with Cavan and Fermanagh. Because of the abundance of lakes, it's known as the Lake County. Longford is known as the O'Farrell County. This refers to the medieval O'Farrell family who once ruled the area. I've seen a great name for one of the actual clubs in Longford town. It's known as the Slashers. This honours the Irish folk hero Miles Slasher O'Reilly, who defied the English and Scottish forces in 1646. Over to Leitrim. Leitrim is known as the Wild Rose County, and this is apparently from a 19th century historical romance novel called The Wild Rose of Lochgill. I've also seen it referred to in a pub quiz as O'Rourke's County. In Sligo we'll find the Yeatsmen as they're known. This nickname pays homage to the famous Irish poet W.B. Yeats, who spent his childhood summers in Sligo. And they're also known as the Zebras or the Magpies, from the black and white team colours. County Mayo is known as the green above the red from the famous Rebel song. And other nicknames for the county include the Maritime County, as it has the longest Atlantic coastline, the Heather County, because heather is very common in Mayo, and the Yew County. This is from the translation Mayo, which means the plain of the yew tree. Roscommon are known as the Rossies, which is simple enough, it's just a shortened form of Roscommon. Another one I'd never heard of before is the Sheep Stealers. Apparently it was a big crime hundreds of years ago because you could steal sheep quite easily by crossing the Shannon. And if convicted, these thieves were deported to Australia. Now in Galway, they're known as the Tribesmen. Now this nickname commemorates the 14 tribes that once ruled Galway in the Hiberno-Norman period. I've also seen Galway known as the Hooker County because of the Galway Hooker, the boat. And a weird one I've seen is the Heron Chokers. And I think this is associated with the people of the Claddagh, a fishing village just west of the city. And apparently it comes from a fishing technique used years ago where birds were trained to catch the fish but not swallow them. So the Heron Chokers, never heard of it. In Clare they're known as the Banner County. I know this one too well because I heard Up the Banner roared around a pub the last time they won the All-Ireland. This nickname dates back to the Battle of Clontarf in 1014 when residents carried banners as a political custom. Tipperary, or Tip as it's more commonly known, has the nickname the Premier County. It's not fully clear why, but apparently it's from Thomas Davis, the editor of the Nation newspaper in the 1840s. When talking about Tipperary, he said that where Tipperary leads, Ireland follows. The GAA was also founded in Tipperary in Thurles on November 4th, 1884, so that might have something to do with it too. In County Waterford, they're known as the Daoise. This nickname honours the ancient Gaelic tribe, the Daoise, who settled there thousands of years ago. Other nicknames for the county include the Crystal County, in honour of Waterford Crystal. Again, another river nickname, because of the River Suir, they're sometimes known as the Suirsiders. The Cork Ga team are known as the Rebels. This nickname goes all the way back to the Tudor uprisings, when Cork supported a pretender to the English crown. And it is through this that County Cork came to be considered, to the English throne anyway, as the Rebel County. And again we see some river nicknames. Cork is on the River Lee, and the teams are sometimes known as the Leesiders. Limerick is known as the Treaty County. This references the Treaty of Limerick of 1691, marking the end of the Williamite War in Ireland. They're also known as the Shannonsiders for, yeah, you guessed it, the River Shannon. And our final county is County Kerry, which has the oldest nickname on this list. Kerry is known as the kingdom since the 1st century AD, when the O'Connor chieftain Keir took control of the area. The area was known as Keir's Kingdom, and it has been referred to as the kingdom ever since. And there's a saying in Kerry that goes, "There's only two kingdoms, the kingdom of God and the kingdom of Kerry." Now that completes our tour of the 32 counties of Ireland through their nicknames. If I missed any in this list, please let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Slán go fóill.